So Tacos for Life didn't start as a restaurant, it started as a desire to feed kids, and how can we accomplish that goal?
We heard a stat one day, we're actually at church, we heard this stat, and it was that 18,000 children, this is back in 2009, 18,000 children were going to die that day from starvation, and it happened the previous day, and it's going to happen the next day. And that kind of knocked us off our feet.
At Tacos for Life, every time you buy a taco, you also buy a meal for a kid that doesn't have enough food.
So the starvation that's happening in the world is not happening because there's not enough food for all the people in the world. There's enough food, it's just not in the right places for the people that have those needs. So it becomes a distribution problem. So in working with an organization that distributes food worldwide, we can help meet the need of some of those kids that would otherwise be facing those issues and the malnutrition problems that they have.
Tacos for Life has 16 stores in 5 states, and to date, has provided more than 14 million meals to kids in different countries. They partner with the group Feed My Starving Children, which has local resources making sure the food's distributed to the most in-need corners of the underdeveloped world.
So for every taco, rice bowl, basically every entree that we sell, it provides 24 cents through Feed My Starving Children. Feed My Starving Children is an organization that has manna packing events that will pack rice packs, which are developed by a nutritionist that has vitamins and the things that kids that are in these countries, underdeveloped countries, need.
Austin and Ashton Samuelson opened the first location in Conway, Arkansas back in 2014. They were inspired by footwear brand Tom's Shoes, which gives a pair of shoes for every pair purchased.
I had this wild thought. I thought, having never worked in a restaurant a day in my life, I thought, man, why can't we apply that model to the restaurant business?
It was a huge career pivot. Austin worked in commercial real estate, and Ashton was a teacher. But they stepped out in faith and opened a pizza joint that gave a meal for every pizza sold.
It was a grand experiment because we had no idea, and we learned very quickly the restaurant business is really, really hard. It was just a big experiment, but it was a ton of fun. We ran the pizza restaurant for probably 2.5, 3 years, and we had 2 different friends in the course of like a month that told us some great advice. They both said in a very, very kind, only the way friends could tell you, they said, we love your mission, but if you had a different type of food, we'd probably support it more. So they're basically telling us they didn't like our food,
The Samuelsons took the advice. They switched to tacos, which were an instant hit, not just in Arkansas, but in every city where they've franchised since, like this location in Texas.
Seeing kids walk for miles to get their food, I actually saw that in person and saw the impact that it made. You're at a care center, and 100 kids just come flocking in, and they've got local ladies there that are teaching them, trying to help them either after school or even if it's preschool, trying to help them with education. Sometimes they help them with job skills to try to help them get out of their poverty cycle.
Things happen all the time where we're able to pray with people. People ask us to pray with them. People hear about the mission and they cry. Like people want to be involved in something good, and so whenever they hear about a way they can eat great food and also be a part of something great, it makes it easy.
It's incredible. We have some customers that have just fallen in love with what we do, and they've fallen in love with the food. They also fall in love with the fact that they're doing something good. You're going to eat anyway. Why not do some good while you're eating?